The Nacc Podcast, Know the Corruption, Know the Truth. Welcome to the Nacc Podcast, Know the Corruption, Know the Truth. And today's episode we invited you to know about entering, giving gifts, risking bribery. As we know, corruption has been a long-standing problem in Thai society, where generosity is a given. When someone does something, there is a reward in return, which has shaped and become the source of the word bribery. A corruption problem that has greatly affected and damaged the country in terms of economy, society, politics, and the livelihood of the people, both directly and indirectly, up until now. According to Transparency International (TI), bribery is a major motivation for corruption in one form. It is classified as a misconduct group that must be eliminated completely because it is the presentation of a promise to provide benefits in the form of money or compensation to government officials, individuals, or business organizations, either directly or indirectly, in exchange for or to obtain what one wants. The word bribery means property, gifts, or other benefits given to a person to induce that person to act or not to act in a certain position. Whether it is right or wrong, the duty is commonly called under-the-table money bribes, such as money, items, discounts, receiving entertainment, receiving services, etc. Examples of bribery behavior include giving money, gift cards to officials as a token of appreciation for the officials who provide services or for the officials to facilitate when contacting government officials, giving money to schools to allow the schools to accept children to study, giving money to government officials to prevent legal action, receiving money from construction contractors through work inspections, etc. Bribery is a chronic problem that occurs in every country around the world. Currently, this problem is not only a domestic problem, but also extends to bribery for international business benefits. Intense business competition has caused many countries to place importance on combating bribery of government officials in order for both domestic and international trade and investment to be transparent and equal. One measure that has been used and is accepted as an effective anti-bribery measure is to supervise the private sector that may have the opportunity to be a bribe giver by promoting legal entities to have measures to control and supervise their internal management in order to prevent bribery for business benefits in the operation of legal entities. It may be necessary to entertain or give gifts to build good relationships, or on some occasions, it is considered a display of social etiquette. The expenses for entertainment may include accommodation costs, fares for visiting places of study, or food and beverage expenses. As for gifts, they can come in many forms, such as money, goods, services, gift vouchers, etc. These expenses may be considered bribes if they are given to entice government officials to act improperly for the benefit of the juristic person. Therefore, a juristic person should have clear measures for entertainment or gift giving, which must not be intended to entice government officials to act improperly for the benefit of the juristic person. The value or price should reflect reasonableness and only be spent as necessary. For example, if study tours abroad are supported, the purpose must be to truly promote work efficiency, not for tourism or entertainment. There must be procedures for requesting approval and recording expenses accurately and truthfully. If a juristic person has measures in this regard, it will help prevent personnel from bribing government officials, which could cause both the briber and the juristic person to be liable under the Organic Act on the Prevention and Suppression of Corruption B.I.T. 2561, in which the penalty for a bribery giver is imprisonment not exceeding 5 years, or a fine not exceeding 100,000 baht, or both, and the penalty for a juristic person involved in bribery is a fine of 1 to 2 times the amount of damages incurred or the benefits received. There is an example of a juristic person, a private company named III Logistics Public Company Limited, which has clearly defined the policy and guidelines for receiving and giving gifts, entertainment, or other benefits, with the following guidelines. 1. Giving gifts, souvenirs, or other benefits is stipulated as follows. Giving gifts, souvenirs, or other benefits according to customs and/or business traditions can be done without violating relevant laws and local customs. For example, in Thailand, it does not exceed 3,000 baht per person per occasion, according to the announcement of the National Anti-Corruption Commission (NACC). It should be given in a form that helps promote the company's image, as follows: calendars, diaries, notebooks. Company products. Products used as the company's public relations media corporate logo/corporate brand. Royal Project products, Royal Initiative Project products. Community products in the company's operating areas. Products for charity or public benefit or products that support sustainable development. 2. Giving gifts. Souvenirs should be carried out according to the same standards to avoid discrimination. Do not give gifts, souvenirs, property or other benefits to spouses, children or relatives of government officials, customers, business partners and persons who are in contact with them because of the circumstances that may be considered as accepting on behalf of giving. Souvenirs on important business occasions according to normal customs and/or business traditions, such as the establishment day, signing business contracts, can be done. However, if the value of the souvenir exceeds 3,000 baht, the supervisor and/or the legal and corporate governance department will consider it appropriate or in accordance with the company's criteria. Giving gifts must be named in the name of the company or group of companies only and with verifiable evidence. 2. Entertainment. It is stipulated that expenses for business entertainment, such as food and beverage entertainment, sports entertainment, and other expenses directly related to business practices or our trade traditions, can be done. But it must be a reasonable expense and not affect the decision-making in the performance of duties or cause a conflict of interest. 3. Supporting travel expenses and other expenses for government officials. It is stipulated that supporting travel expenses and other expenses for government officials can be carried out as appropriate. However, it must be in accordance with the company's regulations and approval authority. In addition, the company emphasizes that the company's personnel must understand and comply with the guidelines on receiving and giving gifts, entertainment, or other benefits. If you have any questions, please contact or inquire at the company's legal and corporate governance department. From the examples mentioned above, it can be seen that if legal entities or private companies in Thailand can operate by setting strict policies or practices for employees, it will be a shield to prevent and cut off the cycle of bribery givers and bribery receivers in one way. The National Anti-Corruption Commission (NACC) has established a consulting center for legal entities to prevent bribery, anti-bribery advisory service. ABS. Those interested can follow news, download manuals and documents at worldwideweb.nacc.go.th/abs. Honest, fair, professional, transparent, and verifiable. Office of National Anti-Corruption Commission.